Seesaw Sanji here with another video. I know the appearance of Vega Punk is, it's obvious that he takes after Albert Einstein, and his looks. But I wanted to ask the question: maybe he, takes inspiration from him in the literal sense of how, maybe the events of his life. Um, Albert Einstein, when it came to the Manhattan Project, he had a little bit of interest at first, but once it was capable of, he kind of shied away from it. And also, too, he didn't receive the government clearance to work on it, which is a big deal because of his, him being, German, but he was also Jewish. But reason why he fled from Germany. Um, but he might have been sympathetic, or might not have wanted to do it or sabotaged it in some way or dragged his feet about it. And that's the reason why he didn't receive clearance. But maybe that's the case in One Piece. They talk about, the mother flame. Maybe in some ways it's kind of like a nuclear reactor, in some ways a power plant. Maybe it's, following in the footsteps of what the Manhattan Project was in our real world. Um, Maybe once Vegapunk, saw the what it was capable of and the destruction and whatnot that it was capable of, he didn't want to complete it, and he started dragging his feet about it and used the resources or whatever they were, he was given to work on it. He started working on other things, knowing that one day that this thing was going to come to a head and the government was going to, get tired of waiting and come after him. But I'm not too sure how close he's going to, mirror Einstein, the real world Einstein with Vegapunk, because that'd be way too obvious. But maybe it's just looks. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Uh, but to me, the mother flame, it was some technology from the Void Century. How would they condemn Vegapunk for researching the Void Century when they give him technology based on stuff from the Void Century to work on? It kind of didn't make any sense to me. It's kind of hypocritical. I don't know, but I don't know if he just stuck his nose in the wrong caveat of the world, the Void Century, and they got mad at him, and decided to put a kibosh on his operation. But I don't know. It just seems so contradictory of what they wanted to do and what he was doing, and well, the reasons why they're coming after him now. Also, too, the in the last chapter, the way he said, the water is rising, kind of reminds me of Noah's Ark, the great flood that's happening. And for pirates, it shouldn't be that big of a deal if the world floods because they're in pirate ships. I mean, the world is mostly covered in water anyway already. Uh, I mean, a lot of people would die on the islands, but with so many ships around, I would see how that would be very much minimalized. It wouldn't affect the fishermen at all because they're already underwater. Uh, I think it'll be minimalized. It wouldn't affect Junisha, because it's already tall as it can be already. Um, I don't know. It just seems like it's not that much of a threat or that big of a deal. The water rising. Um, they would just build ships and live in ships for a while until the water receded. I mean, if it's already happened one time before during the Void Century, it would seem like people survived till now. Um, wouldn't they find some way to survive again, or either that or just live in the Sky Islands? I mean, there's ways to get into the Sky Islands to knock upstream and the other way, and it seemed like it was very common at one time to go to the Sky Islands. Um, we see multiple people traverse from the Sky Islands, or Rouge. He went to the Sky Island. I guess that's where he's from. Seen Kaido go to the Sky Islands. He did it. He did it when he jumped from the cloud. So it can't be that hard to do, even though he can fly. So there's multiple, people with devil fruits, etc., that can fly and go to the Sky Islands. So I don't see, them being reclaimed by the sea a big deal for some of them. You know, but that's just my take on it. That's what I thought. So that's my thoughts about it. Um, if you want to check out my new book, it's a sci-fi action adventure. Uh, very closely related to anime. If you like anime, you like Berserk and things like that nature, read it. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me what you think about what I'm talking about. Your thoughts, concerns, anything. Sea Salt Sanji, peace. Thanks for watching.